Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas's offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Makes the catch. It's Fuller. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time.
Oh, look out! He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State!
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Gets it out fast. Makes a man miss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put them in the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Reels it in down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 6 over Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green.
Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Algier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Gonna run it. It's Marco. Makes him talk to the hand. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Leaves it with the back. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Into the spin cycle and forward. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The run to the left. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quick completion to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He completed the pass, but welcome to college football, freshman. He took a hit there. Splits the uprights. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll run it on the counter. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Mississippi State going up tempo. He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. On the run, still looking. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Buys a little time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Russo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Tripped up for the tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to the big tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Complete to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. In the waning seconds of the 1st half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's back to throw on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Here comes the offense on first down. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Fuller.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Fast motion from the offense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. They move the tight end all over. Give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Hey, and I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They roll ready. Kick 3 tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now improvising. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find...
He's going to fire deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wide out in motion. Powers forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away.
The expressway is wide open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to get the edge on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers.
Touchdown, Mississippi State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got his man quickly. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Dances away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 15 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for space. It's Adkins. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. It's a draw. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
caught over the middle. It's Algier. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his man in the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He'll do it himself. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He wants to throw it again. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
He's got his man. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking for a man on second down. He'll take a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Now, a game can't end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. It's good! A booming kick to win the game! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.